seen this girl make a video and she was like, why she see an influx of celebrities on TikTok Shop? And that's because they broke for real. I don't know why we're shocked. Because they've gotten on every podcast, they've gotten on every interview, they've gotten on Instagram, Facebook, all platforms of social media, and told y'all 70 million different ways that your favorite celebrities are broke. Everybody broke in Hollywood. That's literally what all the celebrities have said. They are all robbing Peter to pay Paul, and then slapping Paul upside the head to go back and pay Peter. Right? So like, that's the reason why you seen them on TikTok. They have to offset it somewhere. Right? They gotta diversify their palettes somewhere, because Hollywood itself ain't checking for them right now. On top of the fact we are in an anti-DEI wave. If you look like me, if you're brown, if you're Asian, if you're queer, you not getting booked for real. Not like that. I'm not saying that you can't get booked, and I'm not saying that they aren't getting booked, because like I said, Amber Riley has a show coming out in the CW. But let's also not pretend that, like, even Issa Rae said it. She was talking with Kev on stage. Right? Was it Kev on stage? It was Kev on stage. It was Kev on stage. Okay. Yeah. It was Kev on stage. And she was sitting there saying the same thing. She like, it's not. So yeah, you gonna see them on TikTok Shop, because they gotta find something to do, because their bill's a little more expensive than you and I. Right? Because they gotta pretend that they can afford them houses. Because a lot of Hollywood is pretending to keep up with the Joneses and things of that nature. So they gotta keep the charade going. So that's why they're gonna charade on this here app and get y'all to buy stuff. Right? That's it. Ain't no secret. Everybody poor, everybody struggling. And that should let you know that if the motherfucker who is on, if you turn on your, you gonna have to deal with that glitch. But if you see a motherfucker on your television screen and then you log onto your TikTok and you see that same motherfucker trying to sell you a protractor, a ruler, a course, and some tummy time tea, guess what? That's how you know they broke for it. But Chris.
Well, here's the thing, right? It's not the same amongst everybody. All right, a hustle is a hustle. I don't care if it's on TikTok Shop or if they hawking, something on nighttime TV. A hustle is a hustle, right? So just because they're selling on TikTok Shop doesn't necessarily mean that they broke. However, the caveat to that is a lot of them are really broke, regardless of whether they're on TikTok Shop or not. That's the trick, is that they're selling you a lifestyle that doesn't necessarily reflect what you really see behind the curtain. First, I don't even know where y'all got this from, where y'all think that just because I don't even know why y'all think that they live in big houses. All celebrities don't live in big houses. A lot of them are budgeted for by the company to do some of the things that they do. Now, the caveat that a lot of people will think is, well, the company is paying for it, so that they should be, stacking their money. They got to pay that money back because they're a part of the budget, so they got to recoup. And it depends on the industry you're in. Record business is different than the movie business. Movie business is different than content creation. Even a lot of content creators are owned. I get offers every single day, literally in my email every day. And I know of a bunch of, content creators that have taken advances. You can take an advance out as a content creator. I'm really blessed and I'm thankful that I own 100% of everything, my catalog, my licensing. And I've been doing it for a long time. And I'm blessed that I was able to do business outside of content creation to leverage that experience to know that I need to be investing 90 to 95% of everything that I own. And, I have a professional background, so it might be a little different for me as a software engineer and a person that, worked through corporate America. But it's hilarious to me because when I was saying, yo, everybody needs to get a job. Everybody needs to stay working while you're working on your craft. And I was telling y'all a long time. I've been saying this for literally probably the better part of 7, 8 years. That most of these people is broke. Most of these rappers is broke. Most of these athletes is broke. And outside of what they were promoting and selling to us on TV, as far as what their lifestyle is, everybody increases their lifestyle according to their income, but they have a shorter window to be able to make that money. So then that money got to sustain them for the rest of their life. Whereas you doing this, and then your money is compounding and doing this, they do this, and then they slowly do like this, and then they trying to figure it out as they go. So just because you selling on TikTok, a hustle is a hustle. Let's be clear. A job is a job, a hustle is a hustle, all of that. But just because they may sell on a platform doesn't necessarily mean they broke. They could still just be getting to the bag. The caveat to that is most of these people really are broke in real life. Real talk. Like everybody, that's why you see a lot of these performers when they in their 50s and their 60s and their 70s. And again, I think that people should be productive. Y'all think that, oh man, they just doing it because they love the game. No, they doing it because they got it, they need money. And they got problems like you, and their nephew is on dope, and they putting their sister through you know what I'm saying, rehab, or their sister's going through a divorce, and mama's got bad habits and she needs some money and this and that and this and that. And so, you know, they don't understand money. They don't understand how to work. They understand how to hustle. They're trying to leverage their celebrity. And you know who really broke? These reality show stars. Reality show stars are broke in real life.
Chris Brown is the first person that come to mind. I think you should try this, Chrissy Pooh. I think you should. Because I know that you sick of gyrating on that stage. I know you tired of it. You ain't got to lie to me. Lie to somebody who believe you, right? So I know you should get on here to offset it. Like, you get on live and you could, you know, do all them little gyrating moves that send the girlies into a tussle, you know what I'm saying? And then when you need a moment to go, you see how I just did that real smooth? Didn't nobody...
If you think that Chris Brown is broke, you're smoking crack. Everybody not broke. Everybody not broke.
I know. You can pretend it's one of them lock moves. You can pretend you're doing a Michael Jackson move terribly. Like, right? Like, I'm trying to help you, man. I don't think you could pay your actual rent with this, but I definitely think you could pay your light bill. I definitely think you could pay your light bill with this. This is where it be at, right? But also don't actually sing for real. Don't sing for real. Like, just put your put the edited vocals and then you lip sync. Cause when I'm scrolling, I don't want to accidentally see it and then my ears start bleeding. I don't want that to happen. So please, if you could, thank you.
I'm actually convinced that some of these reality TV stars, some of these celebrities, even some of these motherfucking NBA players are broke. And why do I say that? Because what the fuck are y'all doing over here on TikTok? At first, I was just seeing a whole bunch of reality stars coming on over here. Then I seen a couple of Instagram influencers coming over here. And now I seen Dwight Howard keep going live on here. And I say that to say, I think it's unfair for the regular schmegler people that come on here and try to build up a good audience. And
wait a minute. If she's saying it because she don't want to compete, nah, that's not how the game go. There's plenty of people that's starting podcasts. There's plenty of people that's right here on YouTube. I don't care. Doesn't make no difference to me. They don't slow no motion down. Because guess what? The news companies and the bigger companies, they got to compete for your attention against the us's. You know what I'm saying? And the ESPN's got to compete against the people that's creating their own podcasts and all of that stuff. A lot of the athletes. Well, guess what? A lot of the celebrities and stuff, they not hitting the way that y'all think that they hitting. They jump on these apps and they get a little bit of motion. They're going to get that initial boost, the honeymoon phase, and then it's going to peter out, and then they got to actually create content. They got to keep people's attention. So I don't think that that's a thing. I don't worry about that part, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just going to have to grind. You got to hustle, and people have to see value in what you do. Honestly, to be honest with you, I think that and I've been saying this, and eventually y'all gonna come to this conclusion too. We got more motion than them. As content creators, that let's just hear the rest of what they gotta say.
Make them some bread. Because when you're already famous, you're gonna get them followers anyway. And then your followers go up, you get the maximum amount of followers or more that you need to be into the programs. You enter the programs and then you start making money because you're famous, and they're going to already look at your videos because you're already famous. It's unfair for regular smegglers, but, you know, do you, I guess? Do y'all agree with that? Let me know in the comments.
Celebrities are broke as fuck. The label owns them. They are literally a slave to the label, okay? I worked with ton of celebrities, and I just want y'all to know that the budget never budgets. It is rare that they want to give you your full rate, okay, for a project. Everything is nickeled and dimed, and everything is for a post, okay? Everything is for, oh, I'll put it on my Instagram, I'll tag you, I post you. Everything is collaborations, okay? Everyone comes together for that post, okay, that's put out to the world to make it look like it's something that it's fucking really not behind the scenes, bitch. Behind the scenes, It took them up to 30 days to pay the artist. Also, it was below the
And you could tell he must be pissed because something probably just happened. Don't mean what he's saying ain't true, but you could tell he must be pissed.
rate, bitch, because it was from a celebrity. Okay? Everything gives charity. And that's the reality of it. Y'all guys sit there and watch these people with their fake chains, with their Balenciaga bags, and y'all guys think, oh my God, they're so wealthy, bitch. No, that is not wealth, okay? That is imprisonment. Also, don't clock me because my hair is wrapped up, but I just want to let y'all.
All right, I just can't. I'm limited in what I can take in, so I try to give y'all as much context as possible. Always like to link back to the content creators because it's the right thing to do, regardless of whether I agree or not. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon link is in the description. Teach Henley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments.